In June 2013, confronted with evidence of a small number of men in the Australian Army demeaning and denigrating women, General Morrison, as the Chief of Army, recorded a video in which he confronted every member of the Australian Army. And that internal video went viral. It went all over the world. And it did so for very good reason, because it's a story of leadership.
On all operations, female soldiers and officers have proven themselves worthy of the best traditions of the Australian Army. They are vital to us maintaining our capability now and into the future. If that does not suit you, then get out.
When I saw it, I think when everyone saw it, we all knew that it was a defining moment of leadership.
It was unprecedented and it was incredibly powerful, and the world took notice.
My first thought was that it was about time. Finally, we had someone who Australia looked up to and respected stand up for the morals and the values that we believe that we have as a nation.
It singled him out as a leader who was prepared to invite spectacular criticism, but also create spectacular change.
He might have been speaking to the men and women of the Australian Army, but he spoke to Australia. He spoke to us and what is good in universal human values, what is good in us as Australians, and in doing so, he made a difference.
He came from an industry that's not known for championing diversity, particularly gender diversity.
David Morrison will be a leader in the diversity agenda. He will raise questions, he will challenge people's perceptions, and that's a good thing.
I will be ruthless in ridding the Army of people who cannot live up to its values, and I need every one of you to support me in achieving this. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. That goes for all of us, but especially those who, by their rank, have a leadership role.
Ultimately, when people like David Morrison stand up for equality and diversity, that is true allyship. That is using privilege and power to make real change.
Halfway through 2015, David Morrison, having given 40 years of his life of service to Australia and to the Australian Army, stepped down as the Chief of Army. All of us say something of ourselves, of our values and what is important to us, our communities and our nation, in the choices that we make. David Morrison chose to chair and lead the Diversity Council. And in doing so, he sent a very strong message to all of us that he values every single human being.
If we are a great national institution, if we care about the legacy left to us by those who have served before us, if we care about the legacy we leave to those who, in turn, will protect and secure Australia, then it is up to us to make a difference. If you're not up to it, find something else to do with your life. There is no place for you amongst this band of brothers and sisters.
2016 is definitely the year for diversity in Australia, the year that David Morrison will demonstrate to people who haven't believed this issue touches on their lives that this is an important issue and it's critical for the well-being, happiness and prosperity of Australia.